So men as a whole catches the winds of culture.
That's right.
And tries to live to that momentary standard.
Yes.
But nothing is permanent.
So it's temporary. Everything that this culture presents on the television, what we hear, what we see, is only temporary.
I like number F. Our goal is to be better men. But what is our vision?
There it is, the question again. What is your vision?
If you don't have a vision, you're going to fail every time.
You're going to fail because you ain't got nothing.
You got to have.
You got to have a plan.
You got to have a plan.
You got to have a plan.
And you got to stick to that plan.
You got to stick to it.
Even if you got to stand by yourself.
Even if you got to stand by yourself, sir. Absolutely right. Wow.
Trying to be Mr. Perfect.
That's right.
Yeah, nobody's Mr. Perfect.
That's right. But trying to live that, right?
One was Jesus Christ.
That's right. Exactly.
It's a terrible way to live.
That's right, because you'll never be Mr. Perfect.
A better way to look at the life of a man is that a life that is imbalanced.
Wow, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. If you don't have any, and I talked about this last week on the broadcast, if you don't have a balance in your life, you got to be part king, you got to be part warrior, you got to be
flopping.
You can't be flipping flopping. You got to have. That's where the vision comes in. That's where the plan comes in.
That's imbalanced will go flippity flopping.
That's right. You're right. You got to have some balance there, and by having these characteristics,
you gotta weigh it. It's gotta be even.
That's right. You got to be even. One can't outbalance the other, because if one outbalance, it's gonna pull the other one down. You see, there it is. You want to be a man up. How do you get up? But there's a lot of things that's gonna be, if you outbalance, it's gonna pull you down.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Huge.
But John, I feel the heat coming off you, man.
God from God. That's huge. I like that.
The biblical view.
Ooh, here it is. Here it comes.
The biblical view is for the man to be balanced.
That's the key word tonight. Balance.
A balance of the four faces expression of manhood.
All right.
Each complementing each other.
You have to complement one another within you.
Each synchronizing with the other.
Yes.
Means you have to be in tune.
Get in tune. Great job. Great word, Brother Josh.
Each balancing the other. You cannot bring somebody else down for your own satisfaction.
Yeah.
You can, but it's not going to help you or that other person.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm hot tonight, brother.
And this goes back to what we do here in the organization. If we are not complimenting one another, if we're not in tune with one another, and if we're not balancing one another, this organization would not have existed 6 years. It wouldn't have.
It would have crumbled.
It would have crumbled. You see what I'm saying? So this is what your life is all about. And that's why we teach on these four principles, these characteristics, on the four faces of manhood, because if you don't have those four things, the king, the warrior, the friend, and the lover, and there's balance between all four, your life is going to crumble. Because you got to have those things in balance. Because you may have one, you may have all four, but one is overpowering the other. That's not benefiting you at all. All right? All right, brother. Let's get on down. Woo.
This is what the world is looking for in men. This is what we're looking for in ourselves.
That's right. There we go.
Face number 4, a friend.
Here we go. We're dealing with the friend tonight.
Many men do not have a friend there they connect to at a soul level.
That's right.
We do.
We do. Yeah, we have each other. That's right.
Why?
Why? Because
not too many of us are friend worthy.
That's right.
We don't have time for friends. We want a friend to invest in us, talk to support us, but we don't have the time.
Yes.
So we live in these very superficial relationships.
That's right. That's right. Me, myself, and who?
I.
And I. There it is.
This is a face reflecting connecting energy.
Stop right there. This is what we want to concentrate on, connecting energy. For me, on this organization, to be where we at today, I had to express my connecting energy with Brother Josh and the other brothers that I want to be friends with you. I want to establish a relationship. I want to establish a friendship.
You know what I call it? I said, I'm not going to bite you.
I know, right? Exactly. But see, I had to be vulnerable in this situation when I started this organization to expose myself to these brothers and let them know that I was true and I believed in what I was talking about, and I wanted to be friends and share the vision with them. And it won them over because I was serious and I was committed. So all of us have.
It's only 3 of us, but we 3 strong.
That's all right. Where 2 or 3 are gathered. There it is. All right.
But see, I done seen. God knows how many brothers coming out the door, but
because they wasn't committed, brother. They wasn't committed.
See, as men, to have a friendship,
yes,
we have to be connected.
There you go, bro.
Because
there you go.
One person can put down somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
And then that goes a chain of events.
That's right.
Because that person is going to go put somebody else down.
Yes.
See, that's where bullies come into play.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
there's two reasons why bullies normally come into play.
Mm-hmm.
One is because they did bully themselves.
Yes.
Or two, they're having problems at home.
Yes.
And they want to take it out on somebody else because
Absolutely.
that's the only way they can release that.
Release it. That's right. That's right. That's right.
But see,
That's right. That's right.
we as friendships is about commitment.
That's right. You gotta have a commitment, brother. You have to make yourself vulnerable to the other person. You don't. First, we got to understand this. I had to be vulnerable to them, but if I wasn't vulnerable to the brothers in the organization in the beginning, then they wouldn't have been vulnerable with me. You wouldn't have been vulnerable to me. There was many things you stayed quiet for a while.
Oh yeah.
A while. But eventually you start to see that I was true and I was committed, and then you start sharing bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So to become friendly, you got to expose yourself.
You have to show yourself friendly.
You got to show yourself friendly, brother. That's that connecting energy. I had to reach out to connect with them, and then if I was true, then the connecting energy would have came back. I had to give to receive. All right, brother. Good. God, man.
This is a face characterized, brother Tyrone. We both hot tonight, brother. This is a face characterized by loyalty,
okay,
accountability,
okay,
challenge, and fun.
Okay, let's deal with that first word, loyalty. What does loyalty mean? You just said it a minute ago. What does loyalty mean?
Being faithful to one another.
Being faithful and being committed. If you're not committed to the cause of creating a true friendship with another male,
get out my way.
Get out of the way, because it's not going to last, because that other brother's going to see right through you. All right? Number one. Number two, accountability. What does that mean, brother? Accountability. That's huge.
We got to depend on one another.
We got to depend and know that that person is true and he's a man of his word. You got to be accountable. And what that means is, when you say the word accountability, I cannot be afraid if Brother Josh come to me and say, well, Brother Tyrone, you said something that was offensive to me, and I'm coming to you to let you know what you said. Then it was my job to go to him and say, well, Brother Josh, I didn't mean to offend you. I apologize. And whatever I can do to correct this, I'm here to correct it. That's being accountable. Because I'm not going to do everything right. Brother Josh is not going to be doing everything right. That's right. But if we are accountable to one another, we can trust one another, then we can go and confront one another in love and say, this is what happened, and we can correct it and we can move on. We all have to be corrected somehow, some way. All right?
But see, most people don't like to be corrected.
That's right. Especially men. Especially men. That's right. Absolutely. What does challenge mean, brother?
This can go a couple different ways.
Okay.
One, you could a friendly challenge is like, like maybe like playing basketball or something. You know what I mean? Like, or we challenge each other to see where we stand.
Or make somebody better.
Or make somebody better.
And what's another challenge that you can be?
To be the best you can be.
Yes, that's a challenge. Yeah. To make somebody, put a person in a position where they can better themselves. All right? To better themselves in a way.
What's that word mean to you, Tyrone, as an older man?
As a challenge?
Yeah.
A challenge is putting myself in a position where I put myself in a vulnerability position where I can make myself grow and make somebody else grow in
do with me,
That's right. Because I was in an interview the other day, and I was talking, if I cannot make somebody better, then my job, I'm wasting my time. My energy, my connecting energy with that person should be able to stimulate their thinking to make them better. That's a challenge to me. And that's what we do here with MSF, with men, trying to encourage. That's why I send this stuff out on Facebook and all stuff that we do, YouTube, all stuff I do every morning. I do that for a reason, to connect with these brothers, to encourage them to do better. That's what it's all about. And I do that faithfully every morning because it's a reason for that. And what's the other one?
Fun.
We don't know how to have real fun, do we?
Nope.
We don't.
But we gotta learn.
We gotta learn.
Who we gotta learn from is the question.
That's a huge question, brother.
It is.
It's huge. I remember we're gonna get back to this. We used to do this all the time. We used to go out every once a month, and we used to go out and have breakfast and whatever. We used to go out, hang out, and do certain things to have fun, to loosen up. And men need to do that more often. Well, once we get to a point where God multiplies us to get back to that point, yes, I want to do that because that's important. We can do it. We just have to make time. We'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Just go out and just chill. You know, and once we get our new shirts and stuff, we'll go out and do it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll do that. Because I think it's very important.
The friend phrase in Scripture. John 15 verse 12 to 13 says, my command is this, love each other as I have loved you.
Good God from Zion.
Greater have no man than this to lay down his life for his friend.
Good God from Zion. Lay down your life. Are you willing to go through the storm with your brother?
See, most people, when they go through the storm, they disappear.
They disappear. That's right, brother.
But you know what?
That's right.
They weren't true friends.
They weren't true friends.
They didn't have that accountability.
They didn't have accountability. That's right, brother. Good God from Zion.
Proverbs 17:7 as follows. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
I like this one. Proverbs 27 verse 5. Better is open rebuke than hidden love.
So that means you need to.
You gotta let it out.
That's right.
You gotta say I love you, brother.
That's right.
But if it's hidden inside you, it ain't never gonna come out until you're ready.
That's right. And also, if I'm gonna rebuke you, if you did something wrong, I need to come to you in love. Say, brother, what you did, I appreciate that. I was wrong, and you need to think about what you did. Okay, I still love you, but you need to correct this action. All right.
When the friend face is undeveloped.
Oh, when the friend face is undeveloped. Here we go. This is the problem that we create.
The friend isolates himself.
Oh my God. We see that in all the murders, all the mass killings each and every day. Or every month.
5% of it.
That's right. It's isolation. We isolate ourselves because we as men, we do not know how to communicate. We don't have close friends because we don't know how to establish those type of friendships because we don't want to feel soft. We don't want to be looked at as gay.
Man, you a punk, man.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
You ain't welcome around.
That's right. See, that's what happens. That's what society does. What's the other one, brother?
The friend smothers.
Or a friend smothers. You could be over friendly and smother somebody and not really let them see your true self. So what that shows, when you're smothering somebody, that means you're needy. You're needy. You're too aggressive.
We call that desperate.
That's the word. I ain't gotta say no more. I ain't gotta say no more, brother. Perfect word.
The friend face.
Yes.
Friends are not easy to come by for most people.
Yes, that's true.
It took me a while to come around with you, didn't it?
It took a long time, brother. Long time.
To one another, to developing lasting friendship.
Yes.
In this age of
social media. That's right.
People now believe that they have an abundance of many countless friends. But see, that's only on Facebook.
That's right. That's not true.
That's not a true friend.
That's not a true friend, sir.
A lot of people have friends on Facebook.
Yeah, that's not a friend.
That's not your true friend.
That's not your friend, sir.
And you gotta go no further than that.
That's right. You ain't got to go no further. Let's go. Let's
when you start thinking about the characteristics of a true friend.
Yes.
How many people on your friends list measure up?
Wow, not very many, brother.
Let's ponder the following.
Good God from Zion.
Who do you trust with the secret things of your life?
Good God.
Tyrone.
How many people can say that? All right, I ain't talking about your girlfriend. I'm not talking about your wife. Do you have a true male friend that knows the secrets deep down in your life of what's going on with you? Wow.
Who shows up to help in your time of need?
Good God,
brother Tyrone.
If you need me, I'm there, brother. If you need me, all right.
Then we invest sufficient time into their lives.
We do. We meet every week. We meet faithfully and I communicate with this brother every single morning. Come on.
GM, brother Josh, have an awesome day. Love you, brother.
There you go. Every morning, brother.
Will we accept a word of correction from them?
That's a huge key because we don't like to get correct, like Brother Josh said.
All right, read that up top.
All right. With many things in our life, it is important to find a balance. There's that balance again. All four of the faces that we're talking about the king, the warrior, the friend, and the next week we're talking about the lover. All right. A manhood are present in men. The key we have to have or deal with each of these four faces in life. Those four things have to be developed and it has to be brought out by other men that have been trained to be a true man. Other than that, those things will stay dormant in life. You will never be successful in those areas in your life.
The friend face pursuing character shaping friendship.
There you go.
The friend face is permanently associated with a man's relational capacity to connect with other men.
And some of us, we don't even know how to talk to another man. What's up, man? What's up? You see the game last night? Man, you see that girl over there?
The girl, sports, or beer.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? The conversation.
Or cars and the clothes or whatever.
There it is.
Materialistic things.
Materialistic things, sir. Absolutely.
We must learn to initiate genuine friendships with other men.
Yes.
Great friendship provides companions who can carry burdens.
There you go,
and celebrates life's great moments with us.
There you go. Didn't we talk about a couple of weeks ago about we have to have ceremonies or moments in our life created by other men? There it is. We got to have those things. If you don't have that connection with another man as a true friend, then you missed out on something very, very special. All right.
It can also be a hurricane, though.
Well, what kind of hurricane?
And I'm gonna say it because some friends are there for you, but some friends are not there for you.
Yeah.
So it's like a hurricane, because you got the bad coming out first.
Yeah.
But deep inside, the eye of the storm is the calm, which is where the good friends are.
Yeah. That's right.
Which, by the way, we are gonna get hit by a hurricane.
Well, we're gonna get a little bit today. All right.
That's why I brought it up like that.
Okay.
You can't climb the mountain of manhood and reach its pinnacles if you're disconnected from other men.
God, who's lying, man? You just heard what you just said. You cannot reach
you cannot climb the top without other men.
With other men, you cannot reach the pinnacles of your life and the things that you want to achieve without another man supporting you and being there for you.
Good God,
you may say that I'm a self-made man. No, you're not a self-made man. Because eventually you're going to fall.
Eventually you're going to need some help.
You're going to need some help. And are you willing to reach out for that help? You remember I talked about this morning, and I saw the thing out to me, reach for help? Remember? On Facebook, I set that out.
I haven't looked at that one yet.
You didn't look? Oh my God. Let me read this, because this is very, very powerful.
No, let me read it.
No. Hold up, brother. Hold up, brother. Hold up. You read too much. I'm going to let you read that stuff.
You know what?
Let me see.
I'm going to knock you out, Tyrone.
All right. You want to take? Okay, brother. I love you.
I know you do.
I love you, brother. Okay.
Man, you got to get sprint, Tyrone.
Okay. Here we go. Let's look at this thing I read. Here we go. Reach for help. This is something I said out to our brothers this morning. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness. So do it. Only a fool ignores a life jacket when he's drowning. Overcomers don't do it alone. They conquer their pride. They reject the trap of isolation, which we just said. They reach. They know the inevitable reward of reaching. And then lastly, turn to God. Honor those who are qualified to help you. Your future depends on it. Goes right back to what we talked about. Powerful right there. You got to reach for help, man. You cannot reach the pinnacles of life without having another man in your life. Wow.
Biblical soul level friendships are priceless.
That's right.
They require our time.
We got to spend time with one another.
And they require us to be centered.
You know, Brother Josh, by saying that require our time, I remember when I first started the organization 6 years ago, and we was talking about when should we meet. The guys wanted to meet every other week or once a month. I said, no, brothers, we got to meet every single week. Because we don't know what's going to happen.
Hell or high water.
Yeah, and I said we're going to meet every week.
You never know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Happens from week.
And I got a lot of pushback from that, but eventually I encouraged them, and I was able to win them over. They said, brother, I'm glad we meet every week. Because it's very, very important. All right, I'm glad we did what we did.
I'm still referring to Brother Eddie.
All right, that's fine. Caricatures or pictures of a friend face. That's what it means. Pictures.
If a friend's face is pushed too far, he can become dependent on those around him.
He becomes a what?
The leech.
A leech. That means a bloodsucker.
If a man does not have enough of the friend face, then you get the typical friendless, disconnected male.
That's right.
The loner.
The loner or the isolator. That's right. Absolutely.
I'm a loner.
I'm a loner too, but I've learned through this organization that I need somebody else.
I'm not a loner. I'm just saying. You say I'm a loner.
Yeah.
I do things by myself. So you can't do everything by yourself.
You can't do everything by yourself, sir. That's right.
Pursue character-shaping friendships.
So we have to learn how to pursue these type of relationships and friendships, man. If you don't do that, you're never going to make it in life. You're not going to be very successful. You say, well, I made this, I did this, but you're going to still, eventually, I don't care what you say, you still going to need that man in your life. Oh, yeah. All right? You still need it. All right, brother.
Superficial relationships.
Yes. All right.
Where no one around us do we feel close enough to really trust with the secret things of our lives.
That's huge. That's huge.
So that makes a man sit back and think.
Yes.
Makes him ponder.
That's right. Absolutely.
Who's really a real friend?
Who's really a real friend?
I gotta let go.
That's right.
And no one who we were taught, but let talk though, tough to us when somebody needs to get into our face. That requires time.
That requires time because a lot of men push back and get very defensive about certain things when it comes to stuff like that.
Really defensive about my mama.
So we.
Talk about my mama. What?
I understand.
Say something else.
I understand.
Smack the black off your head.
I understand.
How it go, Tyree? He said, I'm gonna smack the. What did I smack the black off you or something like that?
All right.